NBC10 News starts now.
First at 11, sliding, ripped off buildings, cars tossed around and crumpled in the wind tonight. Montgomery County is facing a morning of cleanup after a day of damaging storms. You're watching NBC10 News at 11. I'm Jim Rosenfield.
And I'm Jacqueline London. Heavy rain and winds blew through our area most of the day. This is a time lapse of those storms moving in and out of Center City. We also saw plenty of lightning. This is recorded from our Comcast Southeast camera.
Now take a look at our live radar. That rain, it's on the way out of here, but a cold blast, that's coming up. Count on that in your first alert forecast in just a minute, but we begin with NBC10's Aaron Baskerville, who is live outside the worst of the damage tonight in North Wales. Aaron.
Hey, Jim, we're standing in a parking lot right now. Like you said, in North Wales, there are some hotels nearby. Workers at these hotels told us they ran for safety once that storm started whipping through. You can see some of the debris surrounding me here. This was, it looks like, apparently pulled off the top of the roof of this building over here. And as you were talking about siding and things being ripped off of the sides of buildings, you can see the damage here on the side of this large building. It's like this everywhere we are. You can see more debris on the ground of the parking lot. A long afternoon for lots of folks here in Montgomery County.
My wife comes running down the steps saying, "Get in the basement!" And then you hear like this, all our power went out, and you just hear like this huge like wind and a little bit of vibration.
Strong storms had many running for safety in Montgomery County this afternoon.
I didn't want to be no recorder. Wanted to save myself.
In hard-hit North Wales, we saw cars jumbled together and smashed up after intense winds tossed them. Workers at a nearby hotel had their cars caught in the mess near Upper State Road.
The Chinese restaurant, the wall came off and started spinning. And then my car was spinning also, and the hood came off the car.
Emergency crews worked in the area for hours. The fierce storms ripped off sections of several roofs from buildings and scattered debris all over parking lots. Signs were also ripped right off of businesses.
It was like to the seat. The car was floating. That's how deep the water was. The car was floating.
In Pottstown, drivers had trouble maneuvering around flooded roads.
Completely done. Total. It's flooded, bro.
Christian Gray took video of himself standing on top of his car. He tried to make a food delivery but got swallowed up by the water. He eventually needed help to free his car at Buttonwood and Myrtle Streets.
That corner, I didn't realize how deep it was, and then the water, like, I could just feel the water on my feet, like, coming in the car. So I just had to get out, hopped on the roof, and then I jumped off.
He certainly didn't think the water was that deep. Thankfully, he was able to get on top of his car and get to safety. You can see this fence right here kind of just crumpled up by those strong winds. Just another example of the damage that was done out here. On the other side of this building, there were windows that were blown out of some of the storefronts as well. So far, we have not heard of any major injuries. For now, we're live in North Wales. Aaron Baskerville, NBC10 News. Count on it.